What's up, John? Lisa?
Hey, Terry, how you doing?
Good. How are you guys? Give me
made
just
it finally.
awesome, 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 awesome. I'll wait about 5 minutes, let people hop on. People like to be fashionably late.
I'm either on time or I'm not coming.
I hear you. Not sure that we're gonna have too many people on today.
That's all right. I'll learn more. I'll get specialized treatment.
There you go.
Oopsie. Oopsie. Where'd you go? I don't know where you want. I'm looking for you. Oh, there you are.
All right, we'll get started in just a minute here. Just light glares. How are you guys today? Having a good weekend?
Yeah, I'm having a good week.
Good.
Starting to get cold, you know.
Starting to get what?
Starting to get cold here. It's time to get out of here.
Where are you in Pennsylvania, right?
No, New Jersey.
New Jersey. Okay. I knew you were up in that direction. I couldn't remember exactly what it was.
You were like we're starting to battle with the 30s, you know.
Damn.
Brutal.
Better you than me, bro.
Yeah. I don't think it's gonna be much longer, you know. We like that Charleston area, you know.
I don't know how you do it. I left that shit almost 24 years ago. At least you left what? You've been here what, a year or two?
2 years in February it'll be.
Time flies.
I was so happy to get out of there, and I didn't even realize that. I'm like, I go outside now. I'm like, wow, it's cold out.
Yeah, my son's complaining when it gets to be like 60 now, you know. I'm like, geez.
Yeah, and then I got to go back to for Thanksgiving, and I'm like, oh, I got to go freeze.
Yeah.
Hi, Ashley.
Hey, Ashley, how you doing? There you are. Now we're seeing you. Ashley, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. All right. Got it. Hold on 1 second.
It took me longer to get going than I thought.
All right. What time is it? Okay, 7:35. All right, I guess people are going to be late or not show up, either or. But I'm going to go ahead and mute you guys out, or if you can mute yourselves.
Sure. Bye.
Make it easier. Good. And we got Jody popping on here just as we're getting ready to get started. All right, guys, so hope everyone had a great week, good weekend. I haven't watched any football whatsoever, so I have no idea what happened today. I know my team lost on Thursday, not happy about it because it happened. They lost in the last 30 seconds. Stupid. Anyways, let's move on. Forget about that crap. I've been in Mexico all week, just got back Friday night, and just catching up on stuff. So I want to pick up where we left off last week. Okay, so last week Lisa, I don't think you were on. John, I believe you were on, right?
Yeah, I was on last week.
Yeah, and Jody, I believe you were on. Jody, you're on. I can't even unmute you. Actually, I'm not sure. Anyways, but if you weren't on last week, if you missed last week, the recording is in under units. So it'd be a good thing to start off with and watch that first week, because we really went into depth on literally the very beginning stuff of what you need to be doing to get started. So this would be a continuation of that. I touched on some of these things, but I want to dig into it deeper, and I want to talk more of the importance of it. And I also want to just say that I don't know, John, I believe you were on, and Jody, I believe both of you guys were on the Badassery call yesterday. Is that right?
Yes.
I saw Jody on there as well. And if you did not see that call yesterday, that recording should be in there now. I'll tell you what, Andre, I couldn't have said it better myself. The way he put it, it was a big mindset. Yep, I see. I got you, Jody. Big mindset speech, really, and it's the damn truth. It's like, you know, what did he say? Go get yourself a log. Go get yourself a lighter. Light a match on it, and stick it under your ass, and get your ass on fire and start getting things done. Because I mean, it's all there. Like he said over and over and over, this is the easiest thing he's ever done. It's the easiest thing I've ever done to make money. I mean, to date now, and disclaimers and all that stuff. You can go read it. You guys are all part of this. You know where the disclaimers are. You know what the disclaimers are. I'm not going to read it, but to date, we've made almost $20,000 in this business. And I don't even think that we've had 50 hours invested yet. Like, now we're starting to really pick things up and well, yeah, every time I say that, something happens. I go to freaking Mexico for a week, right? Yeah, we're going to crank it this week. And then we go to Mexico. I'm like, oh yeah, while we're in Mexico, we're going to do this. Anyways, we're trying to get focused in and really, there's not a day that goes by that we don't do something, whether it's 30 minutes, an hour, especially lately, but there's been several days that we haven't done anything in the past. So we've been doing this now for 3.5 months, and in 3.5 months we've made right at about $20,000. I posted yesterday or something that we were at somewhere around 6,000 something for the month, and 11 of those days we were traveling. So, and when we were traveling, I don't feel like we really did a whole lot, if anything, during those days. And it was like, the days leading up to it, you're crazy trying to get out of there, and the days coming home. So I'm not trying to brag. I'm just trying to show you and tell you what is possible, and what you're capable of doing if you just literally do what you're supposed to do. Okay. And so the number one thing, I went through the whole thing last week on, step 1, step 2, step 3, all the things to do. And the number one thing to do is, once you get plugged in and you watch that 20-minute video, or you can watch the, what's up, Keith? Or you can watch the longer video, which was from last week, which is basically a stretched out version of the 20-minute video that I did driving down the road. Watch one of those two videos. If you feel like you need more details, watch the hour-long video. If you feel like you just need a brief overview of what to do, watch the 20-minute long video and get on those first steps. And then the next thing is go to Badassery, go to their units page. And Andre, this is exactly what I did when I went to work. Like, Andre was basically like, we met with him and he said, look, step 1, step 2, step 3. He's like, go to Badassery. He goes, we put some trainings in there. If you just do what those trainings say, you're going to be successful in this business. And that's what we did. Like, Christy and I literally just went back. We did those few trainings and we went to work. And that's what we've done. Like, I've seen people, like I always say to people, I'm talking to people, I'm like, oh, go through your contacts, your phone contacts, go through your Facebook, your Instagram, your LinkedIn, go through all these different things and start messaging and talking to each one of these people. And I get all these different excuses. I get all these, sorry, Christy was right here. I get all these different excuses. Oh, I don't know that many people, or I don't have that many people on Facebook, or this, that, and the other thing. And I've taken, every time someone says that and I'm face to face with them, or I'm over the phone with them, I'm like, okay, let me see your phone. How many contacts you have? And I think probably the smallest amount of contacts I've seen in somebody's phone was like 300. That's still 300 people, right? Let me see your Facebook. How many people you have on Facebook? I think the lowest amount I've seen on that is 300. Instagram, probably the lowest amount I've seen is on that. And I'm not saying that there's lower, but the lowest amount I've seen when I've done this is about 300. LinkedIn about the same. But I mean, on average, I would say that on average, when I sit there and go through this exercise with everybody, they have a minimum of 2,000 contacts between all those different places, right? That's a start. That's a start. There's a way to go find more people. I remember I was talking to Keith one day, who's on this call. I said to Keith, him and I were talking like about getting out there. And this is before Hempworks, before we got in this business. We were talking about being more of an influencer, getting out there more and connecting with more people. I'm like, go just friend request people. Go into different groups or go into something that you're connected with, that you're aligned with people, and just friend request people. And then people are going to start friend requesting you, and get active on social media. Do lives, do different things go to different groups and get involved. And people are going to start, if you add value to their lives, they want to watch and see what you're doing. Okay. And if you feel like you don't have any value to give, think again. There's something. Everybody's unique. Everybody has something, right, that they're good at. There might, like Keith's in real estate, right? I'm going to pick on Keith for a minute because I did this whole thing with Keith. Keith's in real estate. That's his main focus right now, or has been his main focus for the last several years. Now he's getting into this whole thing, right? But guess what Keith's background is? He's an accountant by trade. Right, he's creating a training program, or created a training program on accounting and all that stuff. So he can make his main focus talking about different hacks and things with accounting. I'm just giving you an example, okay? Because I think every one of us on this call right now are in real estate, right? But we all, well, I can't say we all because maybe you all. Me, I've been in real estate my entire life. This is all I know. I know carpentry, I know real estate, stuff like that. But most of everybody who's on this call is in real estate, but they've also been in other things in the past, right? You have another life. You have something that you're good at. It might be, you might be just really good at, like one of my things that I'm really good at. I'm really good at hiring people. I'm really good at building teams. I'm really good at building kick-ass teams. For employees, right? I'm really good at hiring the right people. So just want to see a couple people popping on. Let me go ahead and mute out a couple people. If you guys pop out, if you could just mute yourself, appreciate it. Let me just mute you, mute all. Oop, yep, mute all. Okay. All right, good. So you have something of value, okay? You just need to think about, what is your unique ability? What is the thing that you can add value? And like I said, just about everybody here, their main concentration might be real estate right now. Maybe not, okay? But you don't have to just be sitting there, vomiting about real estate every single day because that's what you're currently doing. What are you good at? What is something that what's your unique ability, and talk about that. Add value. Go into different groups, and don't discriminate. One of the things that Andre taught me was don't discriminate. Okay, if you've got a list of people and you're sitting there going through your contacts in your phone, and you get by this one person, this person, he's a millionaire, he's got all these cars, he's got this, he doesn't need this. Bullshit. You don't know. Maybe he doesn't, but maybe he does. And maybe it's not a need. Maybe it's something that, it's just the sun, the star, and the moon lined up. And I feel like that's what it was with Christy and I. We kept hearing CBD. My mother tried CBD. I watched how it turned her world around, right? I take CBD. I watch how it turned my world around. We're literally going on a freaking 2-month trip vacation, and we're like, well, shit, let's just do it. We'll figure it out. This would be a cool thing, fun. The kind of things that were going through my head is thinking to myself, okay, if I can get myself out there more, I can be more marketable. It's going to help me in every single thing I do in life. every single one of my businesses, right? You know, if you're sitting there saying, you know, you're trying to find deals in real estate, I keep bringing up real estate because I would say at least 90% of the people on this call right now are in real estate, if not 100. I see a phone number on there. So that's why I keep going back to that. But if you're trying to get leads, there's many ways of getting leads and ways of, like, I think of things every single day as we're doing stuff in this business. I'm like, shit, well, you know, if I get a little creative like this, I can find more people. Like we've hit 25K now, and I've gone through a lot of my contacts, but believe it or not, they still are dripping through. We signed up 2 or 3 people today, right? I only reach out, none of the people I reached out to, but today I reached out to these people over the last week or so, and it started coming through, right? It's a numbers game. It's a freaking numbers game. Okay, I said it last week. If you put out 100 letters in real estate or whatever, you're putting out direct mail, 100 letters, you're probably not going to get a whole lot of calls. 1,000, you're going to get some more. 2,000, you're going to get a whole lot more. You get up to 10,000, you're going to start getting a lot of calls. So going back to where I started, if you only have 300 contacts in your phone, 300 people on Facebook, 300 people on LinkedIn, 300 people on Instagram, you know, that's what? 1,200 people right there. That's a good damn start, okay? So what I've tried to do is I tried to make it where every single day, hope I see you just popped on. If you can mute yourself, if you can hear me okay. But every single day I try to make it a point to reach 50 people every single day. You know, sometimes I break up my prospecting, but what I try to do is, you know, the way you got to create a routine for yourself. Everybody has to have a routine. What are you going to do? You get up in the morning, like I'll tell you my routine. I'll tell you a little bit about my routine. Christine, I get up in the morning. We're up at like 5:30. We go to the gym. We're usually at the gym by about 6:30. We're home by like 7:30. And then, you know, we get my son ready for school, get in a shower. I take him to school. By the time I get him to school and I'm back, it's 9 o'clock. So my day starts at it's about 9:15. I drop him off at school at 9. I'm back home or back at the office, wherever I'm starting off that day, by 9:15. From 9:15 to 11:15, I'm trying to do nothing but prospect. Now, in a perfect world, is that going to happen every single day? No, we're entrepreneurs. Things happen. You get calls, other things. You know, you have to deal with other things. You know, you have a meeting. Like, this is the only time this person can do this meeting. Okay, we'll meet at 10 o'clock. So maybe I'll do something where I'll prospect for 30, 45 minutes or an hour in the morning. I'll carve out an hour in the afternoon. But I try to prospect 2 hours a day. I'm trying to religiously do it. It's something that I'm practicing to try to make myself, you know, diligent in doing that every single day. But look, any athlete, you think the NFL played all day today, right? How many players played in an NFL game today? Do you think that they didn't practice all week or all month or all year or years and years and years? I mean, if they didn't practice, they wouldn't be in the NFL. They wouldn't be the best. They wouldn't be at the top of their game. So it's like the prospecting is like the practice part, right? You're sitting there talking to people and you're switching things up. Like I put, somebody asked me, I think it was Jody asked me to put like a script or something, or how I'm posting on Facebook Messenger. Like that was what it looked like at that particular time. I change it probably every other day up a little bit. You know, I'm seeing like, okay, let me try this. If I tweak this just a little bit, change these words up just a little bit, maybe I'll get a better response. You know, and to be honest with you, I'm just trying to change things up and see if I find something that's really just nailing it. I mean, nothing nails it. It's honestly, no matter how I've done it, it's probably been for every 50 people I reach out to, I probably talk to 10 or 12. I probably talked about 10 or 12 within a day or two. I might talk to another 10 or 12 over the course of the next 2 weeks. Like people just kind of drip in, right? But I'm putting those numbers out there that every single day I'm having a conversation with 15, 20 people. And it's whether it's people that are immediately responding to me or people that are responding from before, or I'm running into somebody. I'm just, to start up a conversation because I put myself in these situations to try to be around new people, and the conversation comes up. Now, at the same time, you don't want to be annoying. You don't want to be selling people. People don't like to be sold. People don't like to be sold. So it's a conversation. It's like, trying to think of an example, a funny example, but anyways, I'll just say this. Like all right. So people don't like to be sold, right? The same thing is, I'm trying to think how to say this. Anyways, I'm just going to go away from that for a minute. So you want to create conversation. You want to make it feel like it's their idea, right? Like they brought it up, or if you create conversation, listen, there's two things. We're selling CBD products and we're selling a kick-ass opportunity. Okay? Who doesn't need CBD? Everybody. Like I don't think there's a single person on the face of this earth that can't use CBD one way, shape, or another. Okay? You can have the perfect health in the world. Okay, for example, I have a friend of mine. He's 24, 25 years old, young. He doesn't have any pains. He doesn't have any health issues and all this, right? But he plays basketball. And he works out a lot. And he gets aches and cramps. I'm like, you know what? If you have relief, you can rub some relief. If you're taking that oil, you probably heal better in your workouts. Like I know damn well that now that I take this oil regularly, I work out almost daily, well, at least 4 or 5 times a week. My recovery is so much faster, right? So it's like little things like that. And then it's like preventative stuff. Okay. So there's people, why do you eat healthy? Why do you eat healthy? Why do you take vitamins? Or why do you work out? You're doing it to prevent, future problems. You're doing it to prevent diabetes, cholesterol, with all these other things. The same thing with CBD. It could be like a preventative as well, right? So it's the same thing. So number one, who doesn't need CBD? Everybody needs it. And number two, who doesn't need freaking money? Unless you're like the stupid rich billionaires, like this is probably not for you. You don't need to work and do something. Like you're trying to create things that change the world in a whole different way. Like you are My Daily Choice. You're not an affiliate of that My Daily Choice when you have that. But really, honestly, you're taking out 1% of the planet Earth doesn't need money. Everybody else needs it. So 99% of people need more money or can use more money. So you've got the opportunity and you've got CBD. So it's just a conversation. It's a conversation. It's you're talking to somebody, you're creating dialogue. Hey, how you doing? Hey, what have you been up to? Hey, just whatever. Like, I see that you do this, or hey, what do you do for a living? I'll tell you what, 99% of the time, they're going to ask you back after they answer you, what do you do for a living? Oh, well, I'm glad you asked. I'm in real estate, blah, 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 blah. And I also, I'm an affiliate for a CBD. I sell CBD. Are you currently into CBD? Ask the question. Boom. It just gave, you drive the conversation in the way that you want it to come back. Okay, so you're putting the seeds out there. You're not talking about their dog. Maybe you are talking about their dog. It's a dog. They could, we do have pet products, right? But you're not talking about, Barbie dolls and Barbie houses and stuff like that. Like, that's not what you're trying to get at. You're trying to see what they do for a living. Oh, do you have any additional streams of income? How is that going for you? You're in real estate. Do you see something kind of shifting with real estate? That, how do you feel about that? Do you do anything else, or do you just have all your eggs in one basket? At one point in time, I was like that. I had all my eggs. I decided to diversify into other streams of income. That you're planting the seed for them to ask the question. Oh yeah, what do you do? Boom. You understand what I'm saying, guys? So, all right. So I have this written down. I don't know if you could see this. I'll pull this closer. Good thing this is on wheels. And this is honestly the order I think that you should start in. I really think that, because this is going to be more of your low-hanging fruit. Remember last week I told you, what is marketing? It's 3 things. Does anybody remember? If anybody remembers, I want you to unmute yourself and just shout it out. What 3 things is marketing? Anybody remember? Going once, going twice, no? All right. I'll give you the initials. KLT. Know, like, and trust. I thought you were about to pop it up, weren't you, Keith? I saw you unmute yourself. Know, like, and trust, okay? And if you think about that routine or that road or that path to get somebody to buy from you in anything you do, that is marketing 101. And I'll tell you what, it's the freaking key, right? You got to get somebody, they know you. Boom, they're in your contacts. They already know you in your phone contacts. I'm not saying Facebook, Instagram, or LinkedIn, but their phone, they know you. They know of you at least, okay? They know you somewhat. We'll get to Facebook in a minute. So you already got that part down. Like, I would probably say at least 50%, maybe even more of the people in your phone contacts actually like you. They already have a relationship with you. They know you and they like you. So you've got 2 of the 3 already taken care of, right? 2 of the 3 of that, those know, like, and trust. So you've already got this one and this one taken care of in your phone contacts. So you've got, it's low-hanging fruit. Let me pull this light closer. I feel like it's a little dark. Make sure I can point it on. Does that look a little better? Can you see any better? Keith, John, I can see you guys. Shake your head. That looks any better. Okay. All right. So you've got 2 of the 3 of marketing strategy, marketing 101 or marketing path 101 that you try, the road that you go down to get them to buy. Once you create these 3 things, people buy from you, right? So 2 of the 3 are already taken care of here. So go for your low-hanging fruit. Go through your contacts. And I don't really care if it's your uncle, your aunt, your brother, your sister, your neighbor, your boss. You know what? You may not even bring up anything about CBD. You may not bring up anything about the business. But it's funny, like you start to have a conversation with somebody and you're just like, hey, we haven't talked in a while, or maybe you talked to them yesterday. And if you talked to them yesterday, you probably should have already brought it up. But, if you haven't talked to them in a little while, just create that conversation, create that dialogue. And it might go in a direction that you're just not even, you don't really feel like it's the right thing or right time, right? You can take, I have a spreadsheet, I have a notebook, and I write down names and I'll write down something next to that name, like how I should follow up with that person. Okay, so maybe I planted a seed that day, and 2 weeks from now, I'll let that seed start to grow a little bit, and I'll just, nurture it a little bit more. Maybe I'm not just hitting them all at once because it just didn't, maybe the conversation didn't flow that well. That's just me. I'm a very strong, hard type of person, but at the same time, I know my limits, or I try to know my limits, and, try not to, push it overboard, because at the end of the day, what did I say? People do not like to be sold. So you don't want to try to sell people, okay? So first, go through your phone contacts, because you've already, like I said, you've already got these 2 taken care of. Second, I would go through Facebook, just because there's more people on Facebook than all these other 2 combined. There's over 2 billion people on Facebook right now. That's what, a quarter of the planet almost is on Facebook. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to repeat myself again. I'm just going to keep saying the same things over and over, because this is not a special recipe. It's the same thing, right? On my Facebook Messenger, I have 4,990 people at all times. And I do that for a reason. And I'm going to tell you guys, same thing. Don't ever cap out at 5,000, because then people can't friend request you. And when they friend request you, whether you accept their friend request, they can't follow you, if that makes sense. So you want to keep, once you get to the point where you're at 5,000, keep it at 4,990, maintain it there. People will, and then never, even if you don't want to accept a person, if they friend request you, don't delete it. Just keep it there, because they're following you and they see what you want or what you have, and they can message you. right? When you do a Facebook Live, you throw a video up there, you throw a post up there, they can comment on it, but you can't see their stuff. But it's at the end of the day, like I'm at a point, and I'm sure you guys are too, where I'm not looking at other people's stuff right now. I'm trying to put my stuff out so people can see my stuff. That's where I'm spending my time on social media, right? So out of that 4,990 people, and let me tell you something, at one time, it wasn't 4,990. At one time, it was 1. Then it was 100 and 200 and 1,000 and 2,000. It grows. It's because I put time and energy into it, growing my following. You know, I've been working on this for probably a year and a half, really, 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 really pushing and trying to grow that following. I have like another 2,000 people following me on top of what I'm friends with, right? But that took time. At one time, it wasn't like that. So if you guys sit there saying, oh, I only have 300 people, go get more freaking friends. It's not that difficult. You can you can friend request people. You go into different groups. You can have conversations. Going to groups is like, you know, when you're younger and you go to a bar and go hang out with people and meet friends. I mean, that's just like the new way of doing things, you know, digitally. So go to your Facebook. Second, third, I would go to Instagram and go through the messenger there. LinkedIn is fourth, is what I would think. What I would say. Now, Messenger or LinkedIn, you're going to treat a little bit differently. Okay. So I'm starting to realize that there's never any reason to post on LinkedIn or even message anybody on LinkedIn on the weekends. Like LinkedIn is, and you might want to break these, once you get to your phone contacts, you may want to break these up and do like one, you know, a couple of these one day, a couple of these another day, a couple of these another day, right? LinkedIn, I only message people like Monday and Tuesday. I feel like that's the only time I'm getting a response. As the week goes on, I'm not getting any kind of responses. When I'm posting stuff, I only post Monday through Friday on LinkedIn. You put something on the weekend and you get nothing out of it, really. So I see it dramatically go down. Paid ads. I want to touch on paid ads because I have a ton of people just constantly reaching out to me, asking me about paid ads. Look, you don't need to do that right now. Okay? Don't worry about putting paid ads. Don't worry about creating a business page. Like I did it, and a lot of people have done it, but you have to pay for people to see your content. I mean, it's not like when you do it on your personal page, everybody on your personal page sees it. Even these groups now, they're changing the algorithm. We have a group, Tab Retreat. We have several thousand people on there, right? And we're posting stuff, and it's like we're not getting any response, but 4 or 5 months ago, we would post stuff and it would just be like flooded with responses. So we're obviously, and then we're you know, reaching out to some people that we know would always see it and always comment. And we're like, hey, did you see that post? Just to kind of make sure it's just like, we're just not, you know, getting to the point where like our content's so bad that people just don't want to comment on it. It's, you know, but people are like, no, I didn't even see it. It didn't even pop up. It's not even in my, my notifications. So they're changing the algorithm even on the group stuff to where I think in groups, there's so many groups out there and people are counting on groups so much to create a following, to create business and leads and all this other stuff that I think I wouldn't doubt it if Facebook starts making it where ads run through groups as well here soon. So I think that's what they're kind of gearing up to, and that's why they're changing the algorithm. So keep things on your personal page, okay? One thing I didn't mention, paid ads. I mean, you've got all this to go through before you even worry about paid ads. And paid ads right now, you have to be very creative on how you do it, because you mentioned anything about CBD, boom, it's going to be kicked out. Anything about hemp, right now they're not accepting it as, you know, it's, even though we know that our product is legal in all 50 states, they're not accepting it because there's some of them that are not legal, right? We maintain the 0.3%. There's some things that are going to probably happen, I would say maybe hopefully in the next 4 to 6 months, that would help that situation out dramatically. But right now, do not worry about paid ads. I have a lot of people asking me about it. Don't worry about it. You've got a lot more leads to be able to capture right here. Another thing I want to mention is, you know, get out to networking groups. You know, you can go on meetup.com, or you can create your own meetup. Christy and I are talking about creating our own meetup. You know, creating our own meetup, you know, wealth and health. is what we're gonna call it. That's what we have our Facebook page and groups and different things. It's called Wealth and Health. Our webinars are Wealth and Health. You could use the exact same thing. It doesn't matter. But Wealth and Health, and we're probably going to create meetup groups and just, try to get 40, 50 people in a room and just do like a live webinar type of thing. Maybe we'll do that once a month. But that's 12 times I might be able to get another 30 or 40 people, 20, 30, 40, 50 people in a room, depending on how I get out to it. But then at the same time, you go on meetup.com and there's just all these different types of groups. You can join those groups and go to their groups, right? Meet new people. There's, B&I groups. I just got a email today about a group that's over at Briar Creek, where I am, right down the road at Bar Louie. They rented out the whole place for an evening, and they're just doing a networking thing, and just to get people together. If I didn't have something scheduled for that evening already, I'd be at it. That's a way to meet new people, okay? And then I would say this right here is very, very important. Post daily, not only post daily, but post daily on all three of these right here. Except for, like I said, LinkedIn, there's no sense in posting anything on the weekends. Daily on Facebook and Instagram. LinkedIn, I would post, just on weekdays. And put different posts on there. Don't just, I see a lot of people just putting like a picture of something, or just putting some text about something, maybe some text and a picture. Like, add value, right? Jump on, put some videos. Every time you go, you do a video, you don't have to go live. Like, if you're doing a video, if you're doing something that's like 5 minutes or less, don't bother going live. I mean, it's like you've got these little videos that are like 2 to 5 minutes, and then you got videos that can be 30 minutes an hour. 30 minutes an hour, yeah, go live. But if you got like a 2-minute clip of something, just create a video. Just put your phone out there, record yourself, and then post that video. And just add value. Just, it might not, like I said, I was talking about Keith earlier. Keith is an accountant by trade. Like, Keith, maybe you should start adding some more value about different tips on things that you could do to prepare for the end of the year, to make sure, for tax savings or whatever. I mean, just whatever you're good at, just add value in that way, shape, or form. Okay. So, don't always just CBD, and just posting all to these groups, right? If you're in groups, engage. Don't just post, or share posts or copy stuff. Engage. Like, people are writing stuff, like, have conversations. Like, if they're posting about something, be like, hey, tell me more about that. And just have a conversation. When you act genuine, people, they start to like you, right? So just make it about them and just have more conversations in some of these groups that you're in, and add value. And don't always, everything that you post, when I say post daily, I'm not saying post CBD daily. Post something about CBD daily, or about the business daily. Post, like, what are your interests? Mine I have, I'm trying to remember how my Facebook says, but it says something along the lines of real estate investor, real estate coach, CBD affiliate, and then I say, love to travel, love my family. So I'm going to put stuff about traveling. I'm going to put stuff like when I go places, I'll take a bunch of pictures, and then I can drip pictures out about stuff about traveling. Oh, it was in Mexico. Oh, we did this. Oh, I was at this place. Or, whatever. I can put stuff about travel, put stuff about my family, put things about what you like. Maybe you like cars. Maybe you like motorcycles. Maybe you like football. Talk about football, whatever it is. Maybe you like ballerinas. I don't freaking know. But whatever it is, but just post about something. And the people that resonate with things that you like are going to engage more with you. Okay? So I'm not saying I'm the best at it. Matter of fact, I have a long way to go. I'm trying to learn to be better at it, because I tend to post too much about CBD, where I need to back off that and start posting more about my likes and stuff like that. Okay? So your posts, make it very important to just kind of mix it up. add value, make yourself likable and fun, stuff like that. And then this next one right here, don't put your links on your post, okay? I see a lot of people that put some type of post, and at the bottom they're putting their website link to, reach out to them. Get that conversation going. Like, put something on there and then have people, people will post or comment on your post, and then from that part message them. Don't message them in the comment section, like private message them your link, or have some type of conversation, and don't just slam them links. Like, when you go private with them, just start having a quick little conversation with them, and then always end it by send them links, and go into your notes section. And we talked about this last week too. Go in your notes section in your phone and have it all written out in there to where you can just copy and paste it. So if you're talking to someone on Facebook, you put a post on Facebook, somebody comments on there, you go to direct message them, you pick up maybe you have a post, they comment about your post, you go to Messenger, or you say, hey, I'm going to message you. I'll private message you. You go to Messenger, you start creating that conversation, you pick it up where it left off. Instead of messaging in the comments, now you're talking to them in private Messenger, having that conversation real quick. And it might be just 1-2 back and forth. It doesn't have to be all this long thing. And then end it with sending your links. But before you're sending your links, this is what I do, and I've gotten a lot better response from this. When I was just sending links, I wasn't getting a whole lot of response. When I sent just a quick little thing in the beginning, and it says, I'm sending you 2 short videos. I copy and paste it so much that I can't even freaking remember what it said. Oh yeah, right here. Popped up as soon as I opened it. Below are 2 short videos on the product and how we get paid. And then the last link is the website to take a free tour. And the key thing there is short. 2 short videos. People see this. I remember the first time when this link got sent to me and I saw that video, I'm like, shit. I've watched some of these videos that, turn into 30 minutes an hour. I don't have time for this crap. When you say 2 short videos, because I'm pretty sure that the videos, they don't even show a timer, so you can't even see how long they are. So if somebody sees that, they might just opt out of it and not go forward with it. So I purposely say below are 2 short videos, and then the last part, and the website to take a free tour. Okay, so it's just a mindset thing that they get into. I put product video, I put my link, comp plan, I put in parentheses how we get paid with a big old smiley face, and then the link, website to take a free tour. I put the link, and then I even just added this one here too, that I put in this whole copy and paste. It says this is a good article that shows that we were voted #1 CBD and comp plan. Everybody see that article that reposted about a week or so ago? And I have the link for that in there. And I'm just adding it in there because, it just adds another layer of credibility. It's not Hempworks saying they're #1. It's not me saying they're #1. It's somebody else saying they're #1. Right? All right. So don't put your links on the post. And then the next thing I'm going to say is stay connected with Badassery and Vision Team. Okay? Andre and Tammy, they are what the freaking name of their group is. They're badasses. They've been doing this for a long time. Not Hempworks, but they've been in MLM's network marketing companies for a long time. And I'll tell you what, some of the stuff that they've given me, these tips that they've given Christy and I, have gotten us where we are today. I'm trying to think who else. Jody, you were with us. Keith was with us. And a couple other people. Some of the other ones are just phone numbers, so I don't know who they are showing up on here. But you guys were with us in Vegas. I'm sure you guys can say the exact same. The tips and different things that they tell you, it's great information. Yeah, she wasn't there, Keith. Keith's over there showing his puppy if you can't see her. But, yeah, stay connected on their groups. People are posting stuff on there and, comment on there and just stay connected with there and go to their units tab on their Facebook page and, just watch those videos. Those videos are what got us where we are. They're not long either. They're like a bunch of short videos, like maybe I would say like 5 to 10 minute long videos. And you can probably go through every single one of them in 2 hours. In those 2 hours, it's going to add a ton of freaking value. And maybe, I'm not saying just watch them once. You might want to watch them twice, 3, 5, 10 times. You might want to watch them every single day. But watch those videos. There's a lot of good things in there for a lot of good tips in there. Well, I was just trying to see if somebody messaged me something about this. All right. So there's a lot of good tips in there, a lot of different things that you can do to gain in this business. And then I'm just going to talk about the mindset thing real quick. And hold on one sec. All right. So last thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of reiterate some of the stuff that Andre said yesterday in his training that he did. And it's just about mindset, guys. I talked about the numbers game. You just have to do it. Like, this is not difficult. You have the names, you have the contacts, you have the ability to gain more contacts, to meet more people. You have the ability to do all this stuff. You just have to freaking do it. So I don't want to hear any excuses about how this is difficult or you can't do it or I've tried this and it doesn't work. That's bullshit. You're the one not working if you're saying that, right? So you just have to get out there. If you're not talking to at least 50 people a day, you're probably not going to be too successful in this. So if you want the success and you want to actually do something with this, you need to get out there and put yourself in front of it and make it happen, okay? What are you doing, pulling up one of these? Okay. So you got to get out there and just do it, guys. So, I mean, before Christy, she wanted to add something in here, a part about the website. Does anybody have any questions, not only of stuff that we've already covered? I mean, this is very basic and 101, but at the end of the day, there's nothing real hard about this at all anyhow. So the whole thing is pretty basic and 101. It's more or less just wanting it, having that why that'll make you cry and to get you and push you to the next level to getting this stuff done. So can I go on here? Just make sure nobody has any questions. If you don't have any questions, you can either put it in the comments box, or if you have questions, if you want to unmute yourself and ask a question real quick, I'll be happy to answer. We've got about 11 minutes left, and Christy's going to wrap up with something about the website, something that we get a lot of questions on. So if there's no more questions or no questions at all, then I'm going to go on to that, or she's going to go on to that. All right.
Hi, guys. Okay, so one of the biggest pieces that I think that people are missing out on the website, let me actually, how do you share your screen? Oh, there you go. That I think is super important. And a lot of people have questions about. So how do you, where did everybody go?
You're not going to see that. You share your screen.
Oh, okay. So I'm not seeing anybody. Okay.
So make this bigger.
Okay. So when you go onto, your back office here, there's actually a place over on the left-hand side that's called Contact Manager. This is super important because this is where everything lands that you are personally doing, not your team, only you. And you have the different, charts here where it tells you, different colors, how everyone is colored. And you can kind of manage everything from this particular area. And the great thing about it is like, for example, all of, your pre-enrollees after, this is actually our corporate site, but your pre-enrollees actually fall off after, I think it's like 60 days. So after 2 months, if your pre-enrollees do not become an affiliate or whatnot, they fall off. But right here on yours, it'll probably say pre-enrollee. And over here, it'll either say inactive, opted out, Can't remember what the other, I think that was it. So that status would be, you know, active or inactive or opted out. So if they're still a pre-enrollee, first of all, you want to see if they are active or inactive. And if they're inactive, that just means that you can keep, you know, the back end system is continuing to market to them every single week, and they have not opted out first. So then you have their contact information. So whether it be their email address or their phone number, there have been people that have come in as pre-enrollees for both Terry and I that we have no idea how they even got our link. It must have happened on either one of our posts, or, you know, maybe something that we sent through Messenger or something like that. And we try to go back and figure out where we found those people from, and then go to your email and contact them through your email. And that way, not only is the back end system marketing to them on a weekly basis, but then at the same time, you're sending something to them that's a little bit more personal. So like I said, all the names will be here, emails will be here. And the great thing too about this is like, let's just use, you know, Terry, for example. I can go into Terry's and I can figure out, here's all of his contact information. And then I can go into his binary tree, and this will be for your pre-enrollees too. And I can see exactly how many, you know, volume, how much volume is in his tree, all of that stuff. And then obviously, you know, this is what the tree looks like, but, you know, never pay attention to this, because really all of these people actually are on your level 1. So I never pay attention to this at all. But this just gives you an idea of being able to go back and see, you know, their information. And then also, you know, if there's any volume underneath them, because the thing is that your pre-enrollees are going to come in, they're going to opt in to be a pre-enrollee. And then on a weekly basis or a daily basis, you know, My Daily Choice is sending them an email saying, hey, you know, look at all these people that are coming into your business. You know, why are you waiting? But what these people don't realize, and what you need to create, is a fear of missing out. Because if you create that fear, then they, you know, usually act on it. So saying, hey, look at all these people that have been pre-enrolled after you. Now, if these people after you come in as active, then they actually leapfrog over you, and they're no longer can become inside of, you know, my spillover, which goes into your business. And then that usually gets them to say, holy crap, like I need to sign up, because if all these people become active, then they're actually going to be spilled over underneath me and count within my volume, which counts as at a later date in the binary piece. So that's not something that any of them should be worried about in the first month. Their first month, they need to be bringing in at least 3 people. Does anybody have any questions about that? Okay. So when people are interested in the product, what is the best way to convert to the business side? Can you send me a copy while it's on? You want to answer that?
Somebody's not here, but what is going on? Mute all. All right, so when people are interested in the product, what is the best way to convert to the business side? Can you send me a copy when you're sending a link, what you're sending? So when people are, I mean, there's going to be people that come on your team that they're not really your team, they're just customers. There's going to be customers. I think a lot of this is mindset, right? I mean, I was talking to somebody the other day, and like they brought in some people at the builder level, right? They're bringing people in, one bottle here, one bottle there. And I'm pretty sure the reason why is because they're talking about that. They're talking about one product. Like we literally, I would say more than 95% of people that come in for us are at the executive level, because that's all we talk about. Okay, so I do a mindset. Even when somebody, I don't know that we have I mean, you might have we count on one hand how many people are just one bottle or at the builder level.
Yeah.
So because it's a mindset thing, right? So when somebody says, "Oh, I want to buy a bottle, I want to try it," first, you want to know the first thing I say to them? Look, if you're just wanting to try this business, or if you're just looking to limp in, look, I'm telling you, Google anything about CBD, go about anywhere, and you're going to find hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds upon hundreds of testimonials. The shit works. So trying it is a mindset thing. If you're just trying it, you're just limping in, you're not really doing anything, you don't really care. So if you want to do this business and make money at it, you go in full force, right? So, I always say to them, I'm like, look, if you just want to try it and I can't get them over that hump and be like, look, it works. It's worked for, I've never heard of a person that said that it didn't work for them. I mean, do the research, look at it, spend 5 minutes on the internet. You're going to see enough testimonials that CBD works for so many different things. Okay. And again, disclaimer, not going to say that it does all this stuff for different people, but you guys know the disclaimer, you guys do your own research. But I tell people that, right? What's going on? So I tell them, but then if I really can't get them over the hump, I say, look, you can buy 1 or 2 bottles at full retail. I said, or you can get it at a discount and buy 4 bottles for the price of 3. And I'll be like, better yet, listen, CBD is the hottest product on the planet. If you're really worried about having too many bottles and buying an executive pack, you know what? Put it on your credit card, and you can do 1 or 2 things. Okay, put it on your credit card, buy your 12 products for about the price of 8 of them, and sell 8 of them. Keep the 4 for free. Get your money back, or maybe not all your money, but most of your money, if not all your money back, that you put into it. Sell those at full retail, bottle here, bottle there, just people whatever, friends and family. Hey, try this out. People that that can use this. And then you've got your money back within a week or 2 before your credit card payment is due. And you've got the product to try, and then you can really you're setting yourself up in the business at the right place to where you're making 50% right off the bat on your first level, people that you directly bring in. So it's a mindset thing. So if you're talking executive, you're talking about business, you're talking about big level or big things, that's typically the direction it's going to go in. But if you're sitting there talking like samples, like I see people buying samples. Honestly, I probably will never buy a sample unless I do like these meetup things. I might bring some just to see it right there. I may not even do that. I may do like, who is it? Pam that does, where she's got like 1 of each thing so you can see it, just touch it, taste it, try it. You can just have it for that, just for the tangible item when you're doing something face to face. I may have it just for that reason, but as far as the whole, or it's going to be an absolute last resort, I don't bring it up. Like if people say sample, or can I sample it? Do you have samples? I'm going to say, yeah, we do. But you know what? It's like a couple little drops, a couple little days worth. I mean, you're not going to see the results. You're not going to really see other than, touch it, feel it, whatever. But look, it looks like a freaking oil. It looks like a cream. That's what it looks like. Like that's what I try to tell people. Like, it's people are trying to get in their own head with the whole sample thing and all that. So it's trying to get them over the hump and see something bigger. But honestly, like they've got this whole sample thing. Sorry guys, I know it's itching. I know I'm ripping at my face. Allergies bothering me. But the whole sample thing that they've got coming up with the funnel, like if I really just cannot convert somebody, I'll be like, look, at that point, it's like last resort. I'm going to say, here's my link. Pay $10. It's basically just covering the shipping. You could try the product, and then we'll go from there. Because then at that point, it plugs them into a funnel. The system's going to try to sell them. You leave them on your back burner. Maybe you follow up with them in a couple weeks or something, but you just let them do their thing, right? Let them try the product. So that's how, I hope that helps, but that's how I go about that.
Yeah, and I want to add something too.
Yes.
So there are, some people that come in as a customer. They want to try it out. They want to see how it works. And so the biggest thing that you need to put in your calendar is in 3 weeks. I wait 3 weeks. And 3 weeks from the time that they, 4 weeks, because really it takes, about 5 days really to get your product, just depending on when you get it or when you place the order. But in 4 weeks from the date that you know that they came in and they bought product from you, reach out to them and say, hey, you know, I know that you got your product about 3 weeks ago. I would love to kind of hear what you think about it, because there's a lot of people that won't reach back out to you. They'll just go the following month and just buy more product. They're not even saying anything to you at all. They're not putting in an auto ship, nothing. And so I go back to them and I say, you know, how have you enjoyed the product? And a lot of times, you know, I actually get people that come to me way before the 3 weeks and said, oh my gosh, you know, like I'm sleeping now, my anxiety is less, whatever the case may be. And I'm saying, listen, you know, now that you're a believer of this product, you know that you can get paid by sharing this product, because a lot of people don't want to hear the selling piece of it. It's all like, it's like NLP, you know, like if you're sharing the product with someone, then you're sharing your experience, your story, whatever it was that helped you. And then therefore people are going to be like, oh, well, where do you get that from? Well, as a matter of fact, now I'm an affiliate with this product. Here's my link, you know, so it's just, a lot of people have to get over the hump of wanting to try it out. There's going to be a lot of people that are naysayers that obviously the sample pack is going to be, you know, kind of big for that, because honestly, they're going to get it, have about a week's worth of the product with them, and then they're going to go and buy some more because, you know, it just really hasn't touched anything for them, you know, at that point. Now there's some people that it's going to,
or they might just drop out because it's not enough. Like that,
Yeah.
That's why I think the sample packs, like it might help some people. I have mixed feelings. This is my personal feelings. I think the sample stuff is silly. That's my opinion. Okay, because it's not gonna. It's like just a tease or just a touch, But if that's what it finally takes to get somebody, throw them in a funnel. Like the last resort is not for them to get. For me, it's not for them to get a sample pack. It's for them to get into the funnel where it's messaging them every single day, teaching them more about CBD, teaching them more about the opportunity, educating them, right? And then Christy hit the nail on the head, something I didn't say when I talked about Post Daily. Look, tell your story. That's how people resonate with you. How is it helping you? What has CBD done for you, for your life? And you know what? If it hasn't done anything, if you don't think it's real big to you, you know, it might feel huge to somebody else. So you know what? Maybe somebody somebody in your family that you got involved with it, or somebody in your family that you gave it to, right? Share their story on how much it's helped them. So that's real big. And
and if you guys aren't following, I mean, obviously everybody's on Facebook with us, but if you're not following us, find us on Instagram too, and look at our stories every day, because I know for me, I touch on my pet every 2 weeks. Like I'll throw something out there about my pet, and every single time that I say anything about my, you know, how it's helped my dog, then I get orders immediately. People love their pets. They love them more than their family sometimes. And so, you know, hitting that every 2 weeks, because with Instagram, you're constantly getting new people that follow you. So maybe those people didn't see your post beforehand. So posting that, and then, you know, I'll hit in my stories every couple of weeks about, you know, hey, I got this opportunity that I spent $5.99, and, you know, this is what I've made, or this is what my potential is making the following month. You know, just throwing it out there, and it's just giving them a little bit of a seed for them to be like, I want to know more about that. And then obviously going into your pitch. Because I've got 21 people that I spoke to at the last week of last month that, you know, I don't even know. I have no friends in common with them, whatever. And they see the opportunity, and I'm having conversations with them now. So, I mean, there's people outside of your circle. You just got to continue to post.
Yeah. All right, guys, I've got a lot more to say. I'm sure Christy has a lot more to say, but I want to respect your time. It's 8:35, 25 minutes from now. We're going to be on a Facebook Live. We're going to be talking about more or less the opportunity. We're going to be talking about why you should have additional streams of income, why you shouldn't have all your eggs in one basket. And this isn't going to be for you, but it'd be a good thing for you to pop on and tag people on there and get people that you're talking to, or you want to know about this or should know about this. And again, if you have 500 people in your Facebook or 5,000 people in your Facebook, You should be tagging every one of them because everyone needs money. Everyone needs CBD. All right, guys. Hope to see you on the live and have a great week. And reach out to us at any point in time. Real quick, also, I want to put this on here. If you don't have our phone numbers, here, let me do raise a quick spot. I'm just juggling. I don't want to just say it. I'll write it. Can they see the board?
Yeah.
So not you. Yeah. Can they
I
see
said
it?
yes.
No. Can they
No,
see
I
it?
see it.
I know you see it. Can they see it?
Yes.
Ask them.
Can you see it?
Christie's is 919. So.
Yeah.
All right. 6979579. Okay, there's Christie's cell and mine. If you want to do a quick screenshot, if you don't have it, or write this down anytime, guys. I mean, anybody can probably vouch for this. If someone needs us, they send us a text and we're there in a minute. So mine is.
Yeah, because sometimes Messenger we're not checking as often, and then obviously text comes directly. So.
Yeah. So just shoot us a text if you need us, and we'll get back to you as soon as we get a minute. Hopefully you don't have any other questions. And if you do, send us a text, screenshot this so you can see it, playback, whatever. But it's recorded. I'm going to be putting it on Facebook either tonight or tomorrow. Take care, guys.